Have you visited a museum before? How do you feel about physically visiting a museum? Humanity has frequently turned to the arts in times of adversity throughout history. When the world collapses and no longer makes sense, we appear to retreat inward and seek new meaning in the events and objects surrounding us. As museums worldwide were forced to close, overall attendance at the world's 100 most visited art museums fell by 77% in 2020, from 230 million in 2019 to just 54 million in 2020. This means that physical museum visits are in jeopardy, and industry participants must devise a long-term solution. Today's video looks at the possibility of integrating museums into the metaverse to curb visitors' constraints. Paintings appear to come to life as each brushstroke becomes more significant, and the shadows on the canvas elicit sensations and insights we may otherwise ignore. But what do we do when the world restricts our movement and prevents us from seeing art firsthand? Virtual museums have been operating for more than 2 decades. While some institutions recognized their value initially, they were not universally adopted. Many perceived them as costly endeavors with choppy navigation and varied quality that generated uncomfortable and unsatisfactory outcomes. However, as time went on and technology advanced, experts achieved remarkable progress in creating inexpensive and dependable virtual walking and viewing choices for museum collections. Will the art and tourism industries be able to establish themselves in the metaverse? The commercial art sector has joined the metaverse as well. Artists and collectors in particular are beginning to inhabit virtual realms that provide new opportunities for social interaction. They also assist in creating, displaying, selling, and acquiring digital artworks. The metaverse depicts a future in which artists, gallerists, and collectors may communicate in a virtual area apart from their physical location. For many artists, the metaverse and NFTs can break down old elitism and overcome typical hurdles in the art industry. NFTs enable artists to produce and distribute their work in ways that they would not have been able to before. The metaverse provides a forum for makers to communicate with collectors and curators outside of the traditional art market. By overcoming obstacles like storage, location, presentation, transparency, authenticity, and accessibility, the metaverse has the potential to democratize the hitherto elite activity of art collecting. So, how practical is the metaverse for visiting historical sites? Metaverse activities at ancient and historical locations may soon become a viable alternative to traditional tourism. Owners of physical castles and villas who have created augmented reality blueprints of their estates believe their bold ambitions to attract metaverse tourists will succeed. Virtual events can help them pay for the high maintenance costs associated with their aged properties, while also providing an opportunity to alter historical narratives. Is it possible to use Web3 technology in this situation? Michelle Choi, the creator of 3.0 Labs, looked to digital avenues to support the care of authentic paintings, such as issuing non-fungible tokens or NFTs as fundraisers to conserve illiquid artifacts. Choi worked at Google as a product manager when she noted a decline in museum visits and saw its potential for future metaverses. She resigned from her work and began her metaverse research. She started by collaborating with a team to organize Non-Fungible Castle, an NFT exhibition and auction held in October 2021 in Lobkowicz Place, a real-life castle in Prague. NFTs were presented alongside 500-year-old artworks during the event, aiming to increase access to cultural treasures. The launch earned enough money to pay for the repair of all of the property's pressing tasks. Choi and 3.0 Labs are currently busy arranging metaverse tourist experiences worldwide, inspired by this proof of concept. Is the metaverse already paying off for museum owners and artists? Jai Villa's Palace, a 200-year-old palace-turned-museum in Madhya Pradesh, India, is owned by Priyadarshini Rajesh Scindia's family. She intends to sponsor a metaverse experience with an NFT collection created by local artists. Scindia believes the metaverse is the way of the future because, unlike a museum, a person may visit the metaverse several times. Museums, she claims, are hardly the first place people think of when looking for amusement in India. Compared to retail malls and theaters, private museums in small towns might be taken for granted. As a result, she's collaborating with 3.0 Labs to develop immersive experiences such as animations that allow you to immerse yourself in short historical documentaries. It's all about increasing the number of opportunities for dialogue and education. Do you believe the metaverse is a suitable location for the art and tourist industries to grow? Will museums and artists be successful in the digital age? Let us know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to this channel for more.